This is SK Williams, and this is a channel update for June 2019. Hello, this is SK Williams, and I would like to give a channel update. At the time I am recording this, my astrology video should be up. At least part 1 of it should be. It's a little more upbeat than I actually feel like doing videos now, and that's because the majority of it was done before a personal tragedy happened. I did complete it after the tragedy, and I tried maintaining the consistency of tone in it, but it was a bit more difficult. But I am slowly getting over the tragedy, not that you will ever fully get over things. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find a video on my channel. I'm not going to bog this down. This is simply a channel update announcing the plans for the rest of the year. Because of events in my personal life, I have not been maintaining my channel. I want to make this channel something that is at least decent. I don't know if I can make great content, because I don't really know if that's my talent, but I enjoy sharing things on the internet. So I do want to maintain this channel. I want it to at least survive. I created the channel to do 3 things. To host my college series, where I do an animated series based upon my college coursework. To host my commentaries, and to host text-to-speech Bibles. Of those, the third, the text-to-speech Bible series, was the most successful relative to the others. Although, for the most part, I haven't relied on text-to-speech, I began reading the Bible myself, something I intend to start doing again next year. But for now, I'm going to go back to the text-to-speech roots. I'm going to begin posting the Wycliffe Bible in text-to-speech. I've already posted Genesis chapter 1 several times on this channel, so it will be irritating to post it again, but I will, simply because I now want a uniform way for this to be presented. But I'm going to go past Genesis chapter 1 and do the entire book of Genesis, and then the rest of the Tanakh, or Old Testament, and the rest of the Bible in general. I'm hoping that by the end of this year, the entire Bible will be hosted on my channel, although not read by me. It will be text-to-speech, and it will be the Wycliffe version. After that, I will take other public domain Bibles and run them through text-to-speech as well. I do intend on loading an audio Bible on my site, and I will go into detail on a separate update video that's not really an update video, but more of a behind-the-scenes video for this channel in the future. But suffice to say, I will read through the entire Bible for this channel for free, but all of the Bibles I intended to read personally, I am going to move to Amazon, with the exception of the one I post here, and I'll go into more detail about that later, but I'm going to begin reading the Bible again as an audio format next year. It won't be the Bishop's Bible. The Bishop's Bible will be moved to Amazon. I may make an exception for the book of Genesis, since I've already begun it. But I will present for this channel several public domain Bibles in text-to-speech format and animated, and I will also read the Bible in audio format myself and present it for free here. But it will be a select interpretation of the Bible, a select translation, if you will. And I'll go into more detail about which Bible it is and why I selected it later on. My commentaries. I never launched my commentary series. I've done commentaries on this channel, but they were never the type of commentary I wanted to do for the commentary series, and I never intended every commentary I did to be part of the commentary series. I intend on launching the commentary series next year as well on my birthday, which is July 4th. This year I might do a prelude commentary, but I intend to wait till next year. And as for my college series, I'm hoping to premiere it in a way in September, but really start loading a course a month starting next year. I will have finished all the animation. It's not going to be to my liking because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm not a good animator. I need to learn how. But I need to get this out, and I can't just keep finding fault with my work and never releasing it. I've come to the conclusion that I should improve my skills at writing this sort of thing, presenting it, and animating it with each subsequent project, and not trying to modify it and keep working on it and never release it. I'm hoping that since the first year of my college only had 12 courses, I can release one course a month starting next year, and then in the next 2 years I will launch one a month as well, even though there's actually 14 classes. I'll put 2 per month sometimes. Or I might do 2 a month every time and just do it over 7 months. But still, the main things that I started this channel for, I intend on uploading next year. That leaves me with a quandary of this year. As you've noticed, I did load an astrology video, but that was being created in advance. So what am I going to do now? Am I just not going to create or load any more videos? No, I intend on doing videos, just not on a regular schedule. I intend on doing general commentaries where I just turn on the mic and talk. Some of them scripted, some of them unscripted, some of them semi-scripted where I put out an outline but don't have a specific word-for-word script to read, on various topics of the day. And I've also decided to begin a new project as of July, and that is reading through the objections to the Bible that have become famous on the internet as found on Skeptic's Annotated Bible. I'll go into more detail about that as well in another video, and I know that's a lot of videos I have to make that are just updates, but suffice to say, this has been on the internet a long time, and people see it as this implacable resource that proves the Bible is garbage and Christianity is nonsense, and none of the objections on Skeptic's Annotated Bible are really that valid, and I think it would be rather therapeutic right now for me to systematically go through it. With that said, I'm not going to look at every segment of the Skeptic's Annotated Bible. I intended to originally, but some of them are fairly useless, like it has a list of every commandment God ever made in the Bible. What am I going to say to that? Yes, God made a commandment. Or what famous people had to say about the Bible, and I don't care. I'm only going to concentrate on the things that are truly relevant, like Bible contradictions, Bible absurdities, cruelties, when it contradicts science, etc. And I will explain these things with the knowledge that I have after years of studying religion. After I'm done with the Bible, I think I will also do the Book of Mormon and the Quran, the Skeptic's Annotated Book of Mormon and Skeptic's Annotated Quran, because this channel is not a Christian apologetics channel, it is an educational one. And while I am not telling you what to believe, I do think that a lot of the militant atheist movement is a bane to learning about things such as religion, philosophy, and history. And that's why I'm really not very fond of it, and I talk about militant atheism quite often. I don't really have a problem if someone's an atheist, But if you're going to go out of your way to call someone delusional for believing in a sky fairy and say that religion is an infection of the brain and how stupid religious people are, it's really doesn't come off as very good to me. You're just shoving your own form of religion down our throats and saying it's not a religion, it's a lack of belief in a god, and it's obvious that it's tiresome. So I thought I would look through the arguments, especially since militant atheists don't really make good arguments. If you listen to Matt Dillahunty of the Atheist Experience or Aaron Ra, they may sound like they're making good points because they speak with confidence and authority, but if you do the least bit of fact-checking, you realize that what they're saying is absurd nonsense. And they generally rely on having to talk to people who aren't educated to make their points stick. I am educated, so their points don't stick. And I will explain why in the future. Some of the commentaries I will make will be on Aaron Ra and Matt Dillahunty and popular atheist arguments. Not all of them, mind you. But it really bothers me, so I thought that I could deal with that. In addition to this, though, I plan on doing a few shorts, maybe tell a few stories, and maybe read a few poems in the public domain. Build up my reference library for the rest of the year. I don't really have a codified plan, though, for the rest of the year. I am just going to present videos. I'm hoping at least 2 or 3 videos a month. And I hope people can understand, given what I've gone through recently, why the videos are not as uploaded. I intend on finishing, of course, my astrology video, which had to be broken up into 2 or 3 parts. But other than that, I intend on just doing, well, whatever. I don't have much else to say. I hope you can appreciate my situation, and I thank anyone who has the patience to deal with this, especially for such a young channel that is unproven. I have nothing else to say, so thank you, God bless, and goodbye. Please enjoy the last 3 minutes of music.